2024. Brace yourself, because the first one will shock you. Despite passing away in 1996, my predictions continue to intrigue many, boasting an 85% accuracy rate. First, I foresee the fall of a powerful object from space onto Earth, potentially impacting a major city. This event could manifest as a meteor strike or a satellite crash. Second, brace for major earthquakes in mountainous regions like the Andes, Himalayas, and Alps, areas where scientists have warned that quakes could be particularly devastating. And finally, my third prediction involves the assassination or unexpected death of a world leader, significantly impacting international politics. The rise of populism and ongoing tensions contribute to high terrorist threats, amplifying the risks. Hold on for a moment as these predictions unravel in the year ahead. Please share this video to warn your fiends and family and follow X-Files Post.
Does she not kind of look like the Mummy? Or is that just me?
Predictions of Vanga about 2024 are downright haunting. For those who don't know who Vanga is, she was a famous Bulgarian blind mystic known for her accurate predictions. She is very famous for correctly predicting a lot of events such as 9/11, and her predictions have had 90% accuracy. She even predicted her death and exactly how she would die 10 years before. Even though she died in 1996, many are still curious about what she saw coming in the future. Vanga said that in the year 2024, a powerful object will fall from space to Earth in a major city. Some believe this could refer to a meteor strike or satellite crashing. There will also be tension and conflicts between Eastern.
The only thing falling huge in 2024 is the market.
European countries over territorial disputes. This could involve nations like Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and others. Major earthquakes are also predicted for mountainous regions like the Andes, Himalayas, and Alps. Scientists have warned quakes in these areas could be especially devastating. An assassination or unexpected death of a world leader may rock international politics. Comment Vanga 2 and share this video, and I'll keep you updated in part 2.
Alright guys, we're pretty sure we're onto a pretty big conspiracy theory here, so stay tuned. We'll show you what's going on here. Now we are currently in a place that has this logo on there. As you can see, we're in that place. They're putting a new thing in. What's this little guy? Now we're not... We need to be a bit quiet here, don't we?
Quiet, yeah. We're not sure if they're changing from one to the other. I did hear a rumor that this particular shop that we currently are in are going to be stocking that Anko brand, which belongs to the other shop. But I don't know, I just can't. I think it's really odd that they've got one label on one bit in a different shop. Weird.
Very interesting. 2024 is going to be very...
Did you know this?
Very, very interesting. 2024. Very interesting.
Simpsons predicted a dark winter of 2024. This prediction is really scary. Watch until the end to keep your family safe. In an episode from season 33 that aired in January 2023, it seems like they were hinting at something called a dark winter coming to America. In the episode's plot, the Simpson family gets snowed in at home due to a massive winter storm covering Springfield. News reports indicate that the freezing weather isn't just in their town. Much of the United States is facing record cold temperatures, heavy snowfalls, and dangerous ice storms, and people are told to stay at home. What's even more interesting is that the episode aired only a few months before winter 2024. Could it be predicting the future? More unsettling is that dark winter is a term used by government officials and pandemic experts to describe a hypothetical crisis scenario involving a combination disaster. It was used after 9/11, imagining a U.S. smallpox attack. Now, with COVID, high costs, food and energy shortages, and extreme weather from climate change, some worry about a crisis like the one shown in a Simpsons episode hitting America. Only time will tell if the theories about a truly dark winter in 2024 are true. Let's wait and see. Now, There's another prediction for 2024 that's really surprising. All the details will be in part 3. If this post gets 3,000 likes, we'll explore their scariest prediction yet. So make sure to like, comment, and share, guys.
Did you know that the
Yeah, so there's been thousands of predictions, and to be honest with you, I mean, I haven't seen any that I could say, hey, they were right on. Um, so until I actually see snow in LA, like a blizzard or something crazy or diabolical, then I might just believe. But hey, who knows? This is just for entertainment and educational purposes. So don't believe everything you see. Do your own homework. And let's continue.
Statue of Liberty might have a hidden, darker meaning? Stick around because this story is packed with mysterious twists and intriguing facts. And don't forget to follow our channel for more mind-blowing revelations. Some believe that the Statue of Liberty, an iconic symbol of freedom, actually represents Lucifer. Let's dive deeper into this theory. The statue's crown has 7 points, which some say symbolize the 7 deadly sins, a stark contrast to the traditional view of enlightenment and freedom. The torch she holds is another point of contention. It's widely accepted as a beacon of liberty and hope, but some argue it represents Lucifer, often called the light bearer. This interpretation suggests that the statue's light is not about freedom from oppression, but rather a more sinister kind of freedom, freedom from God. There's more. The designer of the statue, Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, was a known Freemason. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that the Masonic influence imbued the statue with hidden esoteric meanings. Could the statue be part of a Luciferian agenda that has been unfolding for centuries? This theory posits that what we celebrate as liberty might be masking an agenda that's far more complex and eerie. Is it mere coincidence, or is there a hidden truth lurking in plain sight? If you found this intriguing, make sure to follow our channel. We've got more fascinating and mysterious stories that will keep you questioning everything you thought you knew.
You most likely will be dead in 11 months, let me explain. Recently, NASA stumbled upon some truly terrifying discovery while scanning the night sky, something that might signal the end of life on Earth as we know it. Just a short while ago, NASA sent a special telescope called the W-22B into space from Washington. The main goal of this telescope is to keep a close eye on the movements of meteorites and asteroids cruising around in space to predict whether any of these space rocks are on a collision course with our home planet. On December 22nd, the W-22B detected something alarming. It figured out that an asteroid is heading straight for Earth, and it's scheduled to arrive in precisely 11 months. It's about 4 miles wide, half the size of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, but still large enough to kill billions of people.
I will put $1,000 down that this does not happen. I don't know. What do you think? We're going to get smoked by an asteroid? Leave some comments. Let me know.
Not only will the asteroid pass Earth closely, but it is also hurtling towards us at a tremendous speed. NASA has revealed that the asteroid is approaching Earth at 5,434 kilometers per hour. If you want to see where the asteroid will hit, click on Share, then press More, and select Google Maps.
Like a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, in the zombie apocalypse.
Bro, you know Nostradamus?
Yeah.
So he predicted there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse in the coming year. It will appear at the time of the Games of Slaughter, not far from the age of the Great Millennium, when the dead will come out of their graves. So my mom said, maybe it's 2027.
That's the deal. That's what I was thinking too.
Because the 7th, right?
Yeah.
And listen. So the Great Millennium.
Yeah.
The Great Millennium, maybe that's 2000. 2000.
That has to be it.
It's gotta be. Maybe the effect of the vaccine.
How zombies will come, like, to life.
Okay, let me hear.
It's like in that ice, like way down below, there has to be some type of like disease or like virus that's been frozen in there, like from time.
Yo, that's so true.
Yeah. So like basically what I'm thinking like with like global warming, with like all the ice melting and all this.
Yeah.
I think like it's gonna melt to a point where those are gonna get exposed. So like those like whole like viruses and all this stuff.
Could you imagine if that happens? The ice melts and then um, whatever type of bacteria that was in those days came out, that would be crazy. Who knows what kind of health issues we would have? Don't want to know.
Are gonna get exposed. And like,
Yeah.
yo, there's already people in like Antarctica. Like, there's people like stationed on Antarctica and all that stuff.
Maybe in preparation.
Yeah, but maybe. Like,
The Star of Jacob has been a powerful symbol in religious thought for centuries, holding deep significance in both Jewish and Christian traditions. Origins are found in an ancient biblical prophecy that has captivated theologians, scholars, and believers. For Christians, this star is often associated with the Star of Bethlehem, which heralded the birth of Jesus, while in Jewish thought, the Star of Jacob points to the hope of a future Redeemer from the descendants of Jacob. Stars have long held spiritual meaning throughout Scripture, symbolizing God's power.
I do have to admit, The Simpsons have been hitting it on for all these futuristic things that are happening. Like, they're on it. So anytime you see Simpsons and something really scary is happening, it just might happen. Freaking it.
Manas discovered that Project Bluebeam will create the biggest hoax ever conceived. Using advanced technology and psychological manipulation, this illusion will be so convincing that it becomes the new reality shared by everyone on Earth, a reality controlled by an elite few. Project Bluebeam has 4 key goals to ensure everyone's primary allegiance is to the New World Order. First, destroy religion. Second, destroy national pride. Third, destroy the family. And fourth, destroy individual creative freedom.
Hello, this is already happening.
3 theories that say Earth is a prison.
Oh, is that a talking fish? Where did that come from? Oh my god, where's this guy's eyebrows? Seriously. Is that Marilyn Manson?
And how to escape. The ancient Gnostics believed that our world is a prison created by archons, cosmic rulers who enslave us by trapping fragments of divine light or souls within bodies in a cycle of reincarnation. According to the Gnostics, our only escape is through gnosis, realizing we're divine so we can transcend this material trap. Simulation theory claims that we're living in a simulated universe created by higher intelligences. Quantum mechanics is often cited as evidence for this, showing that particles can communicate instantly, which suggests that a code underlies our reality. According to simulation theory, our escape lies in finding glitches, hacking the code, or communicating with the simulators. In the 12th century, the Cathars believed that the creator of the world was Satan, trapping angelic souls in material bodies. According to them, we're fallen angels tricked into living in this dark prison. Their escape plan was to reject the material world completely and remember our angelic origins to break free. While some say that Earth is a prison, others say it's actually a school where we learn and grow. What do you think?
Family, let's make a good comparison. Look at this map. The inside of it looks exactly the same as what NASA has shown us. You see, America is over here, Africa is over here, Europe is over here, Russia is over here, Greenland over here, and over here the North Pole. And look, family, again, America, Africa, Europe, Russia, North Pole. Now we're comparing it with the one that is showing us the land beyond the ice wall. America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and again the North Pole. Over here they call it Hyperborea. And look, family, all of them are showing land beyond the ice wall. Look, another one showing more land. And the map even shows that there are animals living on the other continents. Look, griffin. And here you see everything is gone. Where did all the land go, family? Discover more here, link in bio.
now this
Honestly, why won't they let us pass those barriers? Apparently there's a treaty, and we can't pass a certain area in Antarctica. Why? What is beyond there that they do not want us to see? I don't understand. Like, we should be able to have, a plane and go over and see what's going on over there. Like, why hide it? It makes no sense.
Interesting, John Titor, a time traveler from 2036, has made 3 alarming predictions for 2024, and trust me, the first one will shock you. For those who don't know, John Titor is an American military time traveler who started posting his predictions on internet forums in 2000, 2001. He made many specific predictions regarding major events. He even posted this picture of the time machine he arrived in. Let's start with January 31st. On January 31st, 2024, humanity discovers an underground civilization called the Splitting World, living beneath the Earth's crust. Contact is made through a message declaring their intent to wage war against people on the surface. On March 7th, 2024, an Earth-sized planet is discovered in our solar system that is found to be a mirror version of our world, with opposite gravity, purple waters, and red plants, yet still habitable, making it a bizarre yet intriguing mirror twin to our own Earth. Finally, on June 29th, a scientific breakthrough in interdimensional exploration. Each dimension discovered offers a unique reality with different laws of physics and, in some cases, entirely different forms of life and civilization.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of the way. Look at this. Somebody please explain. Camera. That is some kind of an artificial background, artificial sky, yellow. Looks like wires, maybe? Yeah, that's trippy. That's trippy. Hold up. Hold up, let me get another angle. Gotta see this. Look at this.
It looks like the ceiling from...
Look at this. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what the heck that is. Look at no, that's the sky's tripping. Big time, baby, big time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of the way. Look at this. Somebody please.
Did you know about the NASA theory? Let me explain. Have you ever wondered why NASA stopped exploring the ocean and moved on to space exploration? Well, everybody knows that we have only discovered 5% of our oceans, yet 70% of the world is ocean. That means that we haven't discovered much of our own planet, leaving a whole world of unknowns beneath the sea, rather than above ground. So all those stories and theories about the Loch Ness Monster, the Kraken, the Megalodon, and all the other mythical sea beasts might not be entirely false. They could actually be real. Think about it. NASA started exploring deeper into the ocean's depths in 1958. They began by trying to create a map of the ocean's floor. But out of nowhere, on June the 20th, 1978, this mapping exploration program and the whole sea exploration program as a whole came to a sudden stop. NASA prohibited the continuation of underwater explorations. NASA then shifted their focus to space exploration and getting humans into space. Why would you stop the sea explorations to try and do the complete opposite by going into outer space? There must be something really scary down there for NASA to dismiss the sea world and shift all their focus on trying to leave Earth and going somewhere else in outer space. Did you know about this? There's a theory that the pyramids weren't actually built for housing the tombs of pharaohs, but for time travel. Before the pyramids eroded, they were topped off with quartz tips. These tips were at the center of the pyramids, but listen to this. The coordinates of the center of the pyramid match the exact same number as the speed of light. It is a theory that this enabled the people inside to time travel, as to time travel you must reach the speed of light. To travel, the sun had to reflect off the tip back into the pyramid at a certain angle, eventually propelling the user into the past.
The Simpsons recently predicted 2 big things that already happened in 2024. First, they foresaw the Japan tsunami, and then there's the alien attack on the Miami Mall. The third prediction is pretty scary, so watch until the end to keep your family safe. In Season 17, Episode 18, titled The Wettest Story Ever Told, the Simpsons are on a boat near Japan. Suddenly, a huge wave hits them. But it's not just any wave, it's a tsunami. This massive wave heads for the city and wipes it out. They also foresaw the alien attack on the Miami Mall. In a more recent episode, Bart and Lisa are on vacation in Florida, hanging out at the mall when they discover a creepy alien in the storage rooms. Little did they know, minutes later there's a full-on alien invasion. Now there's a third prediction for 2024 that's really surprising. All the details will be in part 2. If this post gets 1,000 likes, we'll explore their scariest prediction yet. So make sure to like, comment, and share, guys.
On October,
I'm gonna have to start rewatching these shows of The Simpsons because I missed a lot.
October 25th, a famous musician will come out and reveal that they've faked their death. Everyone will know who this person is, and he is said to be a legend of his time.
Who do you think?
Yo, it's either Michael Jackson
Or Tupac?
Or Tupac. Yeah, it's either one of them, bro. It's either one of them. I think it might be Tupac.
I have money on Tupac.
I feel like the way the world is moving right now,
Yeah.
Tupac might be the one.
Say he comes out. What would he say though?
If you look into the Tupac like mythology, he was very much about philosophy. Surprisingly, a lot of these artists, the very artistic one, they're a lot more intellectual than we think. So I think it would be Tupac because I feel Michael Jackson doesn't really have those type of, I guess, wisdom to give out.
Michael Jackson like,
if you look at your neighbor.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that scene where Michael Jackson puts the gun down? That's kind of the way he puts the gun down. He comes out and saves everyone. Oh my god, it has to be Tupac because we also talk about Michael Jackson so much that's like
The Simpsons.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, guys. If you had a choice between Michael Jackson, Prince, Elvis, Tupac, Biggie, and really anyone who has passed, and you would, which one would you like to see come back to life? You know, if you're still here and you get to this question, leave a comment. Let me know. I don't know who I would choose. I would really have to think about it, but yeah, I would like to know what you guys think.
Got caught. Reportedly, they have removed one of their episodes that predicted a Trump rally assassination attempt. People are speculating that The Simpsons have known all of this was going to come true because it's all a setup. This isn't the first time the show has seemingly predicted future events. They foretold 9/11, the Apple Vision Pro, Trump getting elected in 2016, and many more uncanny events. The episode in question, now mysteriously missing, allegedly depicted a scene eerily similar to a recent attempted assassination at a Trump rally. Fans and conspiracy theorists are buzzing, convinced that the show's creators had insider knowledge or were part of some grand scheme. How else could they have been so accurate? The theory suggests that The Simpsons might be more than just a TV show. It could be a medium for subtly revealing planned future events. Consider the 9/11 prediction. A 1997 episode showed Lisa holding a magazine with the price $9 next to an image of the Twin Towers, resembling the numbers 9/11. Another episode showed smartwatches and video calls long before they became reality, predicting Apple's innovations. Their prediction of Trump's presidency back in 2000 seemed laughable at the time, yet it came true in 2016. The removal of the episode predicting the Trump rally incident has only fueled these speculations. Why would they take it down unless there was something to hide? Some believe it's an attempt to cover up their foreknowledge or involvement in these events. Others think the show might be getting directions from higher powers, using their platform to prepare the public for what's to come.
Now this is scary. I read an article about a Canadian doctor who discovered that a patient's brain activity continued for 7 minutes after their death. The patient's brain waves were similar to ones of a sleeping man, rather than a dead man. There is a theory that these 7 minutes are the longest 7 minutes of your life, and in these 7 minutes you get to relive the key events that took place in your life. You will have flashbacks to the moments you shared with family, all the moments where you fell in love, and all your moments of sin.
Like a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, in the zombie apocalypse.
Bro, you know Nostradamus?
Yeah.
So he predicted there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse in the coming year. It will appear at the time of the games of slaughter, not far from the age of the great millennium, when the dead will come out of their graves. So my mom said,
Who put this together? We already had this video on here. One job. One job.
And my mom said maybe it's 2027.
That's the deal. That's what I was thinking too.
Because the 7th, right?
Yeah.
And listen. So the great millennium.
Yeah.
The great millennium. Maybe that's 2000. 2000.
That has to be it.
It's gotta be. Maybe the effect of the vaccine.
How zombies will come like to life.
Okay, let me hear.
It's like in that ice, like way down below, there has to be some type of like disease or like virus that's been frozen in there.
Oh,
like from time.
Yo, that's so true.
Yeah. So like basically what I'm thinking like with like global warming, with like all the ice melting and all this.
Yeah.
I think like it's gonna melt to a point where those are gonna get exposed. So like those like whole like viruses and all this stuff are gonna get exposed.
Yeah.
And like, yo, there's already people in like Antarctica. Like there's people like stationed on Antarctica and all that stuff.
Maybe in preparation.
Yeah, but maybe. Like,
now this is scary. It's said but not proven that every single Disney princess is supposed to like represent a disorder. Psychologists did a study and they said in every Disney princess there's a clear disorder that they have. Firstly, Belle was captured and put in a castle. So this is called Stockholm Syndrome, which means you fall in love with your captor. That's why she fell in love with the Beast, because he is the one that captured her. Also, if you notice, Ariel has a big ship, and there's so many things around her, so she's a hoarder, and that's a form of OCD. She has so much like...
So if I capture someone, they're gonna fall in love with me?
stuff on her ship, but she doesn't throw it away. Another one is Alice. Like Alice in Wonderland. She sees caterpillars walking around and imagines a lot of things that aren't there, which is basically schizophrenia. Crazy, right? Elsa and Anna, they're really reckless. Elsa is the cold sister who has a short temper, and Anna is the warm sister that is kind all the time, which is why the sisters are thought to represent bipolar. Did you ever notice this when you watched?
Predictions made in 1924 about 2024. Beds will automatically fling children out in the morning. Men's legs will wither away due to a lack of exercise from the increased use of the automobile. Young women will dye their skin and hair, all colors of the rainbow. Everyone will wear flying clothes. Concerts will be performed remotely, and it will not be necessary to travel great distances to see. Horses will no longer exist. Diamond rings will be replaced with 100-pound bags of sugar, as diamond supplies will be exhausted. Automobiles will travel on speedways through the center of towns. Family albums will...
Imagine. So, when you're proposing, and instead of giving a engagement ring with diamonds, you give them a bag of sugar.
Videos instead of photographs. Canada will have a population of 100 million. Movies will bring about world peace. Life expectancy will be 100 years old, and 75 will be considered young. Movies will be so realistic that it will be difficult to distinguish them from real life. Jazz music will be considered classical. The human family will be at the point of starvation. New York City will have a population of 30 million people and will have no transit problems. Follow for more history.